Hello there everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Kenyan Bella. For those who are new, karibu sana. And if you are a member, guys, it is a pleasure to always have you on board every single time I release a video. And you guys are amazing. I can't thank you enough for the support that you guys give me, for the text that you send me telling me that I'm doing a good job. I really do not take that for granted. So guys, without further much to say, today I want us to talk about the etiquettes or the common sense manners or behavior that you should carry with you when you're going to become a guest at someone else's house. As you can see, today I brought you into my bedroom. And the reason why I brought you here is because I want you to feel as comfortable, as welcomed as I would like my guest to be. All right, so feel at home. If you want to grab a cup of coffee, if you would like to grab some popcorns and eat along, feel at home. All right, grab that blanket, cover yourself up if you're freezing, and enjoy. So this video, I want us to be as open as we are, because this is 2020. Kuna tutabia twingine manze tunaacha 2019. This 2020, we are going to rotate things and we are going to do things the way they are supposed to be. All right, so first of all, we are talking about being a guest at someone else's house. Rule number one, do not ever, don't be a random visitor. You know those visitors who call you, hey Bella, ukaje? Uko home? Fungua niko hapa kwa mlango. Who does that? I mean, there are people who do that, but that's not really so good, because I might be at home, probably. I might be at home, but I don't want any guests, just because probably I want to have my own time, or I might be with someone and I don't want any intruder. So stop being a random visitor. If you want to visit someone, call them in advance, plan with them, so that at least they can be able to accommodate you, or they can be able to tell you when it is appropriate for them to host you. Oh my God. Itabia ya ding dong, Bella fungua niko hapa kwa mlango, ding dong, Bella nakuja jioni. You're not even asking, you're saying it is something that you've planned to do. It is fine, we love visitors, but just don't be that random. Don't be that kawaida OD. Don't be that OD manzi. Have some courtesy. It is so common, and I think this is a behavior that we should stop. It's January, so it's actually very early for us to learn new things that we can carry along with us in 2020. And these random visitors, tumekata. If you agree with me, comment down below and let me know what you think. All right, perfect. All right, so rule number 2. You've called me, we've agreed, come on Thursday at 2 p.m. That will be appropriate for me, and I'm the host of the house, so we've agreed. And now you're planning to come. It's Thursday already, okay? Could you please bring along something? Bring something. It doesn't necessarily have to be something expensive. Just carry a gift for the host. I mean, this is a culture that I feel that people who live abroad, especially here in Dubai, because this is where I know and I live, we forgot the cultures that we grew up with. Back home in Kenya, if you're going to visit a friend or a relative, believe me, you will never go empty-handed. You will probably, or 100%, bring along a kg of sugar or 2, a loaf of bread, a packet of milk. You just have to carry something when you're going to visit someone, because you expect to eat as well when you go there. Well, it is not mandatory for some hosts to be like, it's easy, you just come as you are. But I just feel like, but it is courteous and nice to just go along with a shopping, akakidogo shopping. Si lazima akihol, Naivas or Tuskys shopping bag. A kilogram of sugar, something. Just carry with you something to appreciate. And let me tell you guys, a gift doesn't necessarily have to be something you go buy. You could craft something. You could use a gift that you have to craft something. And let me tell you, those things that are crafted are even more precious than bringing a loaf of bread. So if you feel like you don't have money, but you're gifted in making something, do it. Craft something, write, make a card for me, or create something creative, in the art industry. And if you bring it, that thing lasts forever. You treasure it. The host will treasure it forever. Probably look for a corner and hang it in the house. You know what I mean? Like, tuache kwendanga mkono tupu. And this irritates especially when someone has invited you for, let's say, a birthday party or a Christmas, it's Christmas Eve, and you're going there empty-handed, and this host has spent their time, the entire whole day, to cook for the guests, and these guests come mkono tupu. Do you think even that's right? That's not right. Well, I'm not saying that I'm perfect. I'm just giving ideas so that this year I want to be aligned together with my people. Okay, tunaenda kutembeleana na gifts, tunaenda kutembeleana na, with a plan, or you tell someone in advance. Plan with someone if you want to visit them. Bring along something when you're going to visit them. It's just courteous, and it just shows how much you appreciate them for hosting you. All right, number 2, this is a must. Hii year atuendi kutembea mkono tupu. Hiyo mambo ya kwenda kukula tu, kwenda kushow up kukula tu, we're not doing that in 2020. So no, all right. So the D-Day for you to come and visit is here. And tip number 3 goes on with obeying the house rules, or obeying your hosts, or the person who's hosting you. Just observe. You don't necessarily have to sit down with the host and then she or he tells you, oh, in this house we sleep at 8, or in this house we watch news at 7. No, I'm talking about those common etiquette or common things that you can just observe and follow the rule of the house. For example, you come to my house and you've seen that I've removed my shoe at my doorstep because I have a clean carpet and I want to walk in with my bare feet. I don't want to bring the dust from outside into my house. And then you just ignore what I did and you come in with your shoes. These are the rules, house rules that I'm talking about. Just follow or be observant, see what they're doing. Let's say, for instance, there are kids in that house, okay? You just don't want to bring up a conversation that won't be pleasant to the kids' ear. You want to, be courteous. When I'm saying follow the house rules, is just be courteous and see what the host like, and follow the rule. Listen, I'm guessing you guys understand what I mean. Let's say, for instance, we like to eat at our dining table, okay? And we like to have our dinner or whatever meals we're having at our dining table. And for you, you want to watch whatever program is going on, and you feel it's nice, according to you, to carry your plate to the sitting room so that you can watch telly. And you're a guest. You see what I'm talking about? Like, be observant, see what they're doing, and go with the trend. You're just there for a few hours or a few days, and you're going to go along to your house and you can do whatever you want. So this is tip number 3. Guys, if you know what I mean, and if you understand what I'm talking about, niandikia hapo kwa comment. And if you have points or ideas of how people break house rules when they come and visit you, let me know down below so I know we are together. But you understand what I mean? Like, be observant, see what the host and the family does, and go with the trend. Okay? All right. That's about it. I can't explain it more further. I actually can't expound it more. That's all I got. But I hope you understand what I mean. Sindio? All right. So guys, tip number 4 is on cleanliness. Okay? And I'm going to split it up in 2 sections. So tip number 4A on cleanliness is, if you're a guest who is not spending, the night. You know what I mean? Like if you're just coming for a few hours and then you'll go to your house later. So this section is yours. And I'm going to talk about cleanliness. I wrote it down so I just don't forget anything. And this is a must, so I don't want to miss any point. All right. So section A of tip number 4 on cleanliness goes to the toilets. All right. So if you're a guest, definitely at some point you will definitely go to the washroom or the bathroom, however you want to call it, depending on what school you went to. Okay? So if you go to the bathroom, please, can you leave it as clean as you found it? Or rather, leave it better than you found it. There's a rule that I always follow when I go to the bathroom, either at my house, at work, or if I'm being hosted by anyone. Before I open my door to leave that bathroom or the washroom or the restroom, however you want to call it, I always look behind and just see if I'm leaving that place in a good way or in a appropriate way, because you never know, things happen, shit happens. All right, you might be going, I don't want to get into details, but you might spill some susu on the basin, and oh my god, that's the most disgusting thing to find when you're going to the bathroom. It is just courteous, look behind and just wipe the basin. If you found it covered, wipe and cover as well. Make sure you flush that toilet. You don't want to be that, oh my god, guest that the host wouldn't want to host you again because you are just so dirty, and especially in the washroom. I would even prefer you to be as dirty as you want while you're eating. You know those people who eat as they spill everything on the floor? I would rather that than someone who just comes and spoils my washroom. And if you've done your uh, uh, it happens, it's normal, right? If there is a air spray or whatever you want to call it, refreshener, spray it before you leave that room. You don't want to open that door and everybody just collapses, or you're wondering why everybody is just like, hey, why is it so hot in here all of a sudden? Spray that room before you open the door and leave. Tumeelewana? Kwa choo, leave that place looking good. Wipe the basin. Ukwe chali ukwe dem, it doesn't matter. Wipe the basin before you leave. If you found it closed, maybe that family, again, it goes back to following the rule of the house. If kama wanapenda basin yao kama imefungwa, once you're done, do the same. After you flush, do the same. All right. So, and the other thing on cleanliness, that was number 1, toilet. The other thing was, listen, I love having guests who feel at home, and I don't mind my guests going to the kitchen. I don't want you to come and clean my dishes. I don't mind if you do it. That would be so nice. However, I feel like it's always very courteous when a guest would have the courtesy of taking the cup or taking the plate after eating their plate, especially, and taking it into the kitchen, into the sink especially. That feels like you've appreciated whatever you've been offered. You know what I mean? Like, si lazima uoshe vyombo, but just take that plate and that cup and take it into the sink. You don't have to wash it. Actually, if you just don't wash it, that's okay. But just leave the place as you, take it into the kitchen. The other thing that I want to talk about cleanliness is when you're leaving the place, when you're going, you're done visiting and now you're leaving, have the habit of, if these people had cushions or throw pillows kwa viti, and when you start, you took one, you kept it on your thigh, you took the other and you kept it on your side so that you can feel comfortable. When you're leaving, usisimame tu and uende ati thank you guys for having me, it's been real, next time me and you mneza kam kwangu. Just don't live like that. Wake up again, look behind, tidy up the place, I call it piga pasi. So pick a pasi on where you are sitting, put the throw pillows the way they were before you leave. All right, that's section A. Now let's go to section B on cleanliness. That's rule number 4 or tip number 4. Section B goes to, let's say for instance, the host will offer you a bed like this one or a bedroom. It is nice for you to always make your bed every morning when you wake up. That is a must, because honestly you don't want to be a burden to the host. Sindio, you just don't want to be that guest that the host will always come to your bed and make the bed for you. And especially if you're adult, if you're a mature person, if you know what I mean, make your bed, make it easy for the hosts. You don't want to become a burden to anyone who's hosting you. And therefore, this goes to the other point that I want to say. Find that task that you can help. If, for example, you're staying for the weekend, or you will be staying with the hosts for a couple of days, find that task that you can help out. Just help out. Let's say, for instance, you've noticed that the husband or the man of the house has a habit of taking the trash outside. So pick on a task that you will be able to help out every single day when you're living with this host. Just help them out. It's not a must, but for me, I just feel it's courteous just to pick on something, wash the dishes, or probably wake up one day in the morning and help out in making breakfast or help out in cooking. All right. Okay, so the other tip that I want to mention on the guest that is on section B, that is the guest that will stay for the night or stay for the weekend, is you want to be that person who keeps your stuff together, because you came to stay for a few days, and I believe you brought in some clothes, you brought in some maybe electronics that you would want to use. Maybe it's a vacational job that you came to work at a certain city, and a family just hosted you. So you want to make sure you keep your stuff together, so you don't have to scatter your stuff all over, alafu ziende missing, and you start blaming the host for stealing your stuff, and you're the problem. You're the one who've been misplacing your stuff on where you keep them. So put your stuff together, and I think that will be nice for the host as well, not going around the house and collecting your stuff. All right. So the other tip on a guest who is staying over is this is a must: communication. Look, if you will be going out alone, let's say you're going for a meeting, and then you will come back to the guest's house, and then you will come back later, find a way of communicating. Let the host know that you will be leaving at this particular time and you expect to come at this particular time. And if you run late, because it happens, it's kawaida, you can run late due to traffic, or the meeting was prolonged, or better still, you want to sightsee longer, let the guest know what time you will be coming, because it's just common sense. When you're living with someone, you become their responsibility, and if anything happens to you between that period where they're hosting you, everybody will be calling them. What happened? Why didn't you guys? The blame will be on them. So just feel so always find a way of communicating to them. Let them know about your whereabouts. Let them know where you will be going, because anything can happen to you and they're responsible for you. Okay. So you've stayed with this guest for a couple of days, and it's your last day to leave, and probably they offered you a couch that you'll be sleeping on, or a bed that you'll be sleeping on. It is courteous, on the very last day that tonight I'm not sleeping here, take off your beddings or your bed sheets, the ones that you've been sleeping on, take them to the laundry room. It is just so nice. because that way it eases the host's responsibility to come to the room and start vacuuming and doing whatever. What I do if I'm sleeping over at someone else's place, I make sure the very last day I will find time to take out my beddings. If I do have time, I will try clean them. If I don't, I will leave them at a laundry place and I will apologize for not cleaning them. The second thing that I always do is clean the room or clean the house. If the host doesn't want you to clean the house, just clean the room that you've been given, because you want to leave it nice, you want to leave it clean. And believe me, if you do these little things, they wouldn't ever mind to host you again, because you have been such a mature guest, you've been such a good guest, and no one will ever want to say no to any time or any period you want to visit them, if you follow this etiquette and manners that I'm talking about. All right, I don't think I've forgotten anything. All right, tip number 5 is, you've been in that house and it's the last day that you're living. Find the time to, let's say for instance, one member of the family will be away tomorrow when you're leaving. What I do is, that very night when we're having dinner, when it's all of us, okay, I will find time to just say thank you and appreciate them for having you, because it's not kawaida for anyone to host you. It just takes someone who has that love to accommodate you, because remember, you're a stranger. Regardless, you could be part of the family, but you're an outsider. So find the time to say thank you for having me. And what I do, this is my habit always. I always add into my appreciation, I always add and say, if there is anything that I did that didn't please you, I ask you to forgive me. And if there is anything you guys did which I don't definitely think or remember that you did wrong or maybe irritated me, I forgive you. I want to appreciate you for having me for this quite a number of days, and I want to say thank you. If you ever need me, please, I'll be a call away. And that's just it. Just play around with your appreciation words and just thank them for having you. All right, so I think that's about it, guys. If there is anything I feel like I've forgotten, I will probably put it on the comment section below. And I want you guys to be very active as well in this channel. If you have any idea, put it on the comment section. If you like if you like this video, don't forget to hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't. Come on, what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Honestly, if you're waiting for anything so that you click that subscribe button, let me know and I will probably try do it. Okay, so thank you guys for watching. I really do appreciate your time once again, and until next time, bye bye.